Hello, welcome. Today we are going to be doing something a bit different because today I am going to Photoshop two Nintendo characters and two Nintendo items from two great franchises realistic. I'll begin with the iconic Fire Flower. And what I want to do with the images is the same shape but then with a realistic texture and that sort of stuff. So let's begin with the easiest part, which are the leaves. And the next part I forgot to record, and that's a bit sad because it was a huge part of the video. So what you need to know is that the leaves around like the eyes of the flower took a very long time, but like a very long time. My laptop crashed 2 times, so I had to start over. So I have this leaf. I'll just plop it in here. And then I'll get it over there and make it look good. Okay, so now we have it inside. We can make it white. So now it has this texture of the middle of the flower. I'll just add a few shadows to make it look better. Okay, now I'll put some shadow on the yellow flowers. Now we can put some lighting on the red flowers. How long am I? Oh, damn. Dude, I've been working on this for 2 hours. Let's color correct the stem and add some shadows to it because the stem doesn't really look like it belongs there. A bit more like this. The leaves too, okay, and then the sides could use a bit more green. Okay, this looks good. Make this dark again. Begin adding some shadow to the thing, like that. And then we want a bit more of a highlight. Yep, now I add shadow to the stem, of course, because the stem is pretty important. Okay, and a bit more down the sides. Okay, here like this, and then a bit more shadow at the bottom to make it even more realistic. I'll just erase a little bit so it's not like this really hard edge but more round. Here, boom. Now it's a bit rounded so it looks more like a stem. Now we just need to make the eyes. I'm not sure if I'll use real eyes or other ones. I have an eye in here. It has just one eye. Oh, that would be very scary if it has one eye. This is probably going to be very uncanny. Well, I think it's fine. Wow. I've never done this before, and I've only watched videos. After 2.5 hours, I've made this. Professionals, please tell me in the comments if it's good for the first time doing this. But I'm not finished yet. I'll just add more shadows to the eyes to make it look even more realistic, because now it's just like a flat image stuck on to the thing. Holy shit, this works very well. No, please don't crash. Please don't crash. No! Now we are going to be doing Kirby. So I'm going to take a skin texture. Okay, so I have Kirby in here and the skin texture, like that. This seems right, yeah. Ta-da! I'll do the same thing with his feet, but then with this texture. I don't really know if this is good. Yeah, I don't know. I need to make the feet the right color. Let's add some other stuff like shading. Now I have a mouse pad so I can more easily like make shadows. I'm pressing undo but nothing's happening. Here I can draw. I'm sorry, I need to stop recording and try to turn off my laptop and turn it on again. That was a bit annoying, but I think it's okay now. Now let's try to do the shading of the feet. Now I can add some more lighting on the feet. because then it looks even better. Like there's actually light coming from up here. I'll add a little bit more shadow to his stump. Okay, I'm still adding a bit more shadow on the other side. I'll begin adding the eyes and mouth and blush to his face, because this seems alright for the shadow. Here I have here I have an eye. I'll begin with the eye, because that seems easier. Okay, let's do the mouth. Okay, the mouth is cut out. I don't know if that mouth seems right. Yeah, I think this is better. I like this, and then we have the dark black, because then it already looks more like Kirby, right? And if we do the whites at the top, let's do the mouth a bit darker maybe, and then I'll just add some highlights to the tongue. Here, I'll get out the small prickly parts, or whatever you want to call them. Here, the feet, as you see this little small white parts, we could just do this. Let's do some shadow on the eyes. It does look a bit more like clay. I'll add some shadow on the ground, and then it's actually finished. Okay, this is the final result of the Kirby one. I think this one also turned out really good, except for that the eyes look a bit more like clay than actual eyes. Let's move on to the next one. This star rod from Kirby. I think this one is going to be the easiest. Okay, so now it doesn't have that ugly glow around it. Stars, they don't have this shape. So I don't know really what to do. Maybe I'll just use gold and I'll put it over the star. Let's add some shadow already, because I don't know what to do. Yeah, this looks pretty good. More highlights. And bam! That looks like it's rounded. Then I'll just give the star glow. Okay, like that. That seems okay. Then we can do the stick. This isn't really realistic at the moment. If we begin adding shadows, you know what happens then. It becomes realistic. I don't know why I'm doing so weird, I know. Honestly, I think we could add, and it has more of a glow underneath. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, this is the final result. You can't really make this one very realistic, because it's just this small rock thing. Let's continue on to the next one, which is the last one, and it is Mario. Yep, of course, you need to do Mario in a video where we make Nintendo characters and things realistic, because Mario is the most iconic character from Nintendo. We just need to take him. If we wouldn't take him, then that would be a disgrace. We just couldn't do that. I put him in last because I think he's the hardest one, because he has all these different parts, like his nose, his ears, his buttons, his gloves, his shoes, like all those different parts, and they all need to have a different texture, so that's pretty hard. Let's begin with his skin. So I'll just take in this texture and let's make it much smaller so it fits around his face like that. Okay, I'm going to do the ear now, because I did the face. Okay, I have the head skin done. I'll just make it the right color, and then I can begin adding some other things. I'll do the mouth. Take the same mouth that I used for Kirby, give it some teeth. Now we only have the teeth, but there's also some black stuff, so I'll just take that out. So I'll just bring it to Mario. Now I need to make the mustache the right color and the tongue the right color. Let's just add the eyes. Okay, let's add some of those dark spots. Okay, those eyes are good for now. I'll just add more shadow later. This ear this is weird. This is like faded out. I don't know why, but I'll just fix that real quick. But I need to add some hair here. I'll add the hat. Now Mario's cap has a realistic texture, but something very important is missing. His M. I'll just add that M, and then I can add his body and shadows. So this is the final product of Mario with realistic shading and textures. I'm not too happy with it, but it's fine. The ear isn't that good, and I missed some shading beneath his head. Let me know what you rate these for photo edits, and if you liked this video, then check out the video on screen right now. That one should also be a lot of fun to watch.